Hey, welcome to today's episode. We will be talking about innovation in technology in agriculture and its importance to Africa. Innovation are the actions required to create new ideas, processes, or products which, when implemented, lead to positive, effective change. Research in economic literature has shown that innovations in technology play a significant role in the economic development of many countries globally. Africa's economy accounts for 3% of the world's GDP. Africa's economy has been shaped for centuries mainly by its international trade through production of the goods demanded. The African economy consists of trade, industry, agriculture, and human resources of the continent. With the exception of South Africa and the nations of the North Africa, most African countries have diverse production systems. While their economies are often regarded as poor, Africa is endowed with a wealth of natural resources, but a large portion of its economy has remained mostly agricultural, and more than 60% of the population is still employed in subsistence farming. Agriculture is the backbone of most African economies, providing over 60% employment. In most African countries such as Nigeria, Burkina Faso, Egypt, Tanzania, Uganda, Ghana, agriculture is the people's main source of income, supporting 70 to 80% of the population in a country. Agriculture is the largest contributor of GDP in most African countries. Agriculture is the biggest source of foreign exchange, constituting 40% of Africa's currency earning and the main source of savings and tax revenue. Agriculture is and still the dominant sector in the African economy that provides industrial raw materials. About 2/3 of manufacturing value added in most African countries are as a result of agriculture raw materials. Therefore, agriculture is still essential for Africa's economic development. Technology improves workplace organization and provides very large payoffs in productivity, which tends to promote growth. Research in economic literature has shown that innovations in technology play a significant role in the economic development of many countries globally. Technology has improved productivity recently, but its workforce is more efficient overall. The quality of labor and capital has improved as a result of increased expenditures in technology, particularly in information communication and technology, as seen by the rise in the skills of the ordinary African worker. Technology innovation brought about by research, development, and other knowledge-based investments makes a substantial contribution to economies in growth. Global economic competition means that innovation in the labor market, both locally and worldwide, is essential for growth. Africa is performing poorly when compared to other economies because of its low innovation of technology in its agricultural base. Technological innovation is important for Africa's development because development stems from the improvement in its production process. Regional inequalities in the elimination of poverty during the past several decades may be primarily attributed to the adoption of new technology, which has led to gains in agricultural output in various regions of the world. Current and projected productivity yield disparities in developing nations are still enormous, reaching up to 130% for beef and 430% for milk. These gaps are far larger than those in crop-based agricultural systems. Africa's poverty will decrease as a consequence of agricultural technical development that will increase the productivity of the production input of land, labor, and capital. Additionally, it has an impact on the rest of the economic by boosting. Africa's poverty will decrease as a consequence of agricultural technical development that will increase the productivity of the production inputs of land, labor, and capital. Additionally, it has an impact on the rest of the economy by boosting the availability of inexpensive food, boosting and supporting wider economic growth and development, and generating jobs in general. Additionally, it has an impact on the rest of the economy by boosting the availability of inexpensive food, boosting and supporting wider economic growth and development, and generating jobs in nearby industries like food processing and input supply, as well as directly in farming. When Africa integrates, it brings about political stability and harmony. Because of this interdependence and integration, investors are drawn to invest throughout the continent. That is to say, a country's stability and the presence of safe markets have a significant impact on investment and innovation. Anytime technological innovation is included, productivity will grow. Tractors, combination harvesters, instead of the traditional hoe and cutlass, divisible technology like seeds and fertilizers, among many others, are used in our production. Innovation in technology in Africa may help Africa to become an industrialization hub or industrialize. Africa has raw materials. If technology is incorporated and Africa integrates, it would help build industries across various countries in Africa. For example, industries such as chocolate factories, oil processing factories in Nigeria, Congo, diamond mine, South Africa brewery, textile, tobacco, and leather factories in Kenya, Uganda, and Tanzania. Innovation in technology would help Africa to add more value to goods and services produced. When value is added to the goods, Africa tends to command the prices rather than selling our raw materials for lower cost and have them resold to them at higher prices in a process from which African can do if she has the technology for the processes. Exports of raw materials include things like cocoa, tobacco, gold, diamonds, cash crops, copper, bauxite, oil, leather, lumber, and a variety of other things. Innovation in technology would increase Africa's foreign exchange revenue of many African countries because products would be increased more. Increase in production leads to increase in exportation. However, as crucial as technological innovation is, it also has drawbacks for Africa. The majority of technological innovation appears to focus on specific parts of Africa, leading to an uneven gap in the economic growth of the majority of African countries, resulting in expanding socio-economic inequality and greater polarization. Innovation in technology may have differing effects on men and women. However, it is important to keep in mind that, at least right now, robots and digital technologies do not serve as a perfect or even a good replacement for many duties. Furthermore, even in industrialized nations, complete job automation takes time, even if it is technologically possible and economically practical. The installation of robotic and artificial intelligence systems only makes sense in areas with high labor cost. That is why firms are inclined to continue using labor-intensive manufacturing methods if labor costs are low. Labor-intensive procedures are expected to continue as long as the product quality and ultimate cost are competitive with robot-based solutions. Online employment platforms that offer new income-generating opportunities for people in developing nations with the necessary skills and digital assets have also accompanied the development of the digital economy. Now, to sum up, Africa needs to be more focused on the final outcomes of her innovative solutions. Innovations should be focused on large-scale outcomes for faster structural change. A boost to Africa's technological innovation would increase development of skills, online employment platforms that offer new income generating opportunities for people in developing nations with the necessary skills and digital assets have also accompanied the development of the digital economy. Beyond the technology, African countries also need to invest in the skills needed to implement innovative policies. Developing skills are an enhancement to innovation in technology of Africa. Thanks for watching. Be sure to stick around for more informative video coming soon.